All right, Alfred Telefarrell, Mr. Telefarrell TV. For those who don't know, I did coverage on the All Star reserves. Late last night, early this morning. I got it out late. Sorry, guys. Just gotta keep up with me. I'll be moving. With that being said, something that a lot of people want to discuss. A lot of you guys' pastime is not on that this list, and I grew up through this era. I grew up through that 2003 draft class. And a lot of everybody did, all right? That's what we know. That's what I grew up through elementary school. This has been my basketball life, essentially, with the LeBron James of the world, the Melos of the world, the D-Ways of the world, the Chris Boshes of the world, and Chris Paul right after that. It is what it is. That's our lives, right? Right? Well, as you all may notice, on the All-Star list, there's no Chris Paul, there's no Dwyane Wade, there's no Carmelo Anthony, and there's no Chris Bosh. Well, I'm going to tell you, this probably isn't the last time that you're going to see these guys not on the list. Let's start with Chris Bosh. First and foremost, Chris Bosh can't get cleared to play. He's not medically able to play right now, and it looks like his career might be over. You hate to say that, but the way the Miami Heat are going to play this thing out, they're not going to let him be available for the playoffs. They're just going to ride this thing out and keep him on the roster. That way, at the end of the season, because he's missed so many games, they don't have to pay him. They can get him off the contract, period. They will terminate the rest of his contract. It's a rule under the CBA. He just hasn't played enough games for them due to injury, and they pay him max money. So Miami's going to get reimbursed, and they're going to be able to pay him the rest of his contract, but they're going to be able to just kind of not let it hit the cap and just kind of stretch it out over years to come. So it won't hurt them. They can go out and get another max guy this offseason coming up. So first and foremost, Chris Bosh is medically cleared to play, so we want to put him in a special category because he's not even medically cleared to play. I believe he won't get, because he's dealing with the blood clots in his lungs and everything like that. He's probably done. So we probably won't see Chris Bosh. By the way, it's the first time that these guys haven't been on the All-Star team since 2008. So next you have let's go Chris Paul. So Chris Paul is the optimism in this conversation, because I do believe had Chris Paul not got injured, it would have been a strong case to put Chris Paul in over DeAndre Jordan. It's just the fact that the Western Conference is so guard heavy, and Damian Lillard's going to get better, and Russell Westbrook, you see he's at the climax of his game. He's at that peak right now. You just day in and day out, there's so many great point guards in the Western Conference. It's going to be hard. You got, and then it's just guards. Let's consider James Harden a guard now. He's a guard now. You got to keep that in mind. Gordon Hayward's getting nothing but better. It's going to be tough. You have guards like Emmanuel Mudiay still working on their game. Still, Andrew Wiggins is technically a guard in some aspects if you really want to go there. But maybe he's a forward, maybe he's a guard, depending on what system. You just have Mike Conley's a guy that still gets some recognition or a few votes. And I ain't even get into to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are out there. And you have Devin Booker is going to be good. D'Angelo Russell's going to be good. It's just going to be tough if Chris Paul can make that team. They would rather give that nod to DeAndre Jordan or Blake Griffin. Their road is a little bit easier, being a big man in the Western Conference, to get to an All-Star team. And if the Clippers are like 4th, 5th in the Western Conference, only one guy is going to get in. So Chris Paul, to me, this year just got injured at the wrong time. I think he would have taken DeAndre Jordan's spot. That's just my opinion on that. So he's a toss-up. But let's get into Carmelo Anthony. The thing about Carmelo Anthony, the coaches rewarded the guys who had their teams in winning positions. The top 8 seeds got a guy in, pretty much. So the thing with Carmelo Anthony, if he could just get his team in playoff contention, if he's the best player on that team, he'll get a spot. But he might not be on this team for too much longer if he goes over to the Western Conference. I don't like his chances to get an All-Star bid. Again, he'll be a forward now. And if he gets traded to the Clippers, it's going to be tough for him to make an All-Star team with that lineup. People just going to have to get left out. I just explained to you why Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, if they're ever healthy for an entire first half of the season, it's going to be tough for Melo to ever get a bid if he gets traded to a West. If he gets traded to an Eastern Conference team, same situation. If he gets traded to Boston, no, Isaiah Thomas is the star on that team. He won't get an All-Star and look over Isaiah Thomas. If he stays with the Knicks, he just has to be the best guy on the team. So I won't close the door all the way for Carmelo Anthony. The thing that was bailing guys like Carmelo Anthony and Dwyane Wade out was that they weren't playing at an All-Star level over the last 2-3 years. They were an All-Star popularity. They had that All-Star popularity. They're superstars, right? And the fan vote got them over the top. So we never even had to get that conversation going. The fan vote is 50%. The players get another 25%. The media get another 20%. And I'm sorry, the coaches get the other 25%. So that with the media, I'm sorry. So here's the thing. The Carmelo Anthony syndrome, it ends with Jimmy Butler. It ends with Giannis Antetokounmpo. They're getting those votes now. Melo ain't getting those votes. Melo's a popular guy, but the fans aren't the dumbest things going anymore. They have some sort of sense. The only thing about the fans I get upset with is that they're trolls. They want Zaza Pachulia in the game. They just want to be trolls. But from the fan standpoint, they got it right. Carmelo Anthony's not better than Jimmy Butler or Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they got it right. And Dwyane Wade, same situation. Kyrie Irving is more popular than him now. DeMar DeRozan played better than him now. You talk about DeMar DeRozan, he represents a country. He represents Canada. Those votes are going to be there. Kyrie Irving is a defending NBA champion. He's more popular than Dwyane Wade in the NBA and people who vote now. Of course, the normal person would know Dwyane Wade over Kyrie Irving. We're not talking world population. We're talking about in the NBA world. The fan wants to see Kyrie Irving play over Dwyane Wade. It's the reality of the situation. Dwyane Wade can't get up anymore. Melo can't get up anymore. Still great people, just not all-stars. All-star popularity, just not all-stars. So this whole thing about Chris Paul and Chris Bosh, who's probably done, and Carmelo and Dwyane Wade, this could very well be the first of many things to come. Dwyane Wade's 35 years old. Melo's right behind that, I believe. Chris Paul's right around that age group somewhere, and Chris Bosh as well. This could be the beginning of something. You might not ever see these guys on the All-Star team again, and we have to come to that realization that this could be the end of an era. LeBron James looks like he's still going to be around for 2-3 more years. See, what the fans are doing right now, and it's not the dumbest thing in the world. Once you're past All-Star playing, you're going to buy yourself 2 or 3 years. So LeBron James is still playing at an All-Star level. He's still the best in the game to me. So LeBron is going to be able to not only play his way into the All-Star game for the next 2-3 years, or when he starts to decline, he's going to get 2 or 3 more years from the fan. It takes the fan usually 2 or 3 years to catch up with what's going on. So that's why Dwyane Wade and Carmelo Anthony probably were All-Stars a couple years too long. So that's the reality of the situation. Chris Paul's still playing at an All-Star level. He's just dealing with a lot right now with injuries, and you don't know to get him the nod or DeAndre Jordan. But that is the reality of the situation, all right? Alfred Telefarrell, thank y'all for the time, love, and support. Remember to comment on this vlog, subscribe, like, do what you got to do. Follow my SoundCloud. I'm just giving y'all so much right now, and I'm so proud of what we're doing. Again, my website drops March 1st. The whole month of February, we're going to promote and do interviews. Thank y'all for the time, love, and support. Salute. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview video or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@mrtelefarrell.com. Again, that's booking@mrtelefarrell.com.